What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. As we transition into the Edge of Fate, players can expect to see a lot of changes, and not just the addition of frontal shielded baits. Bungie's made it clear that all of the upcoming changes are being made to make Destiny a more easily playable game, and to make the grind for its weapons, its armor, and gear much more desirable and easier to understand. So today we're going to highlight several features that Bungie's about to introduce and how they're going to change the way that you play Destiny 2. As most of you are already aware, this new expansion will introduce Armor 3.0. This will change how character stats work, with the intent that each character point has an actual impact. This should also bring a lot of variations to build crafting, allowing players to focus much more heavily into specific roles. Health will take over as a new form of resilience, and 70 points of health would provide the same benefit as 100 resilience does, and that would go the same for other stats like grenade and melee. There will no longer be intellect, mobility, or recovery character stats. In their place, we will have class ability, super, and weapons added. Stat values can now reach up to 200 points, with each character stat providing additional benefits at higher tiers. Focusing into weapons will increase reload speed and handling, but at higher tiers, it will increase ammo drops and damage against enemies. Whenever you get a piece of armor, or even a weapon in Edge of Fate, that item will be assigned with a tier band, ranging from 1 to 5. Higher tier weapons will come with more customizable options, including enhanced armor mods at tier 4, and holofoil ornaments and kill effects at tier 5. If you're wondering whether current weapons will be viable in this new expansion, they will be to an extent. A fully enhanced Right of the Nine weapon might not be as good as a tier 5 weapon in the new system, but it would still be able to trump a tier 1 or 2 weapon. Higher tiered armor will provide more character stats, with tier 5 armor guaranteeing the minimum of 75 points, and you can expect to see stats drop with heavier spikes. For the first time in Destiny, we will have gear bonuses. Whenever wearing more than one piece of the same armor set, you will be rewarded, and by wearing 4 pieces, you will receive the maximum benefits. Our new artifact will play off of these set bonuses, granting players with increased weapon damage and increased damage resistance, and that will provide as much as 10%. Our new artifact will provide a lot of weapon-based improvements, but solar and strand affinities will be enhanced as well, which should make our new class exotics much more powerful. In addition to the 3 new armor pieces, we will see a new exotic hand cannon, an exotic pulse rifle, and a new strand heavy exotic that is yet to be fully revealed. At this point, most of you have already heard about the spread shot hand cannon and the rocket assisted pulse rifle, but there's also going to be a new high impact longbow, which is going to have the intrinsic ability of over penetrating enemies. And there's going to be a new lineup of heavy crossbows, and these are going to come with the unique benefit of having reusable bolts, which means that in the right circumstances, players could have unlimited heavy ammo. There will be different bolt types for these crossbows, including explosive bolts, lightning bolts, and serrated bolts, which damage enemies when they're retrieved. We will continue to see new seasonal mods for both weapons and armor in Edge of Fate, and those will be unlocked through some of the new vendors, providing even more customization to build crafting. There will be a number of ability changes coming to Edge of Fate, but some of the most prominent is Consecration, which will see another round in the nerf tank, and Gambler's Dodge, which will now provide melee energy without having to have enemies nearby. Class fragments and prismatic aspects will see a few changes, with some of our prismatic aspects providing less fragment slots, and some fragments providing different character stat benefits than they currently do. But as Bungie has stated many times over again, these changes are being made to improve the overall experience, but they're also getting made to allow things like gear and set bonuses to have a much bigger impact. There's also a number of current exotic armor pieces that's getting reworked, and we'll have a link to a detailed description of those changes down below. It's going to be easier to keep track of all the new exotics and gear through the new featured gear tab in collections. As the new expansion launches, players will have access to the new shooting range. This is going to give you the freedom to easily check out how your build is holding up, how much damage a weapon can do, and how those different weapon perks work. Damage numbers across the game have been adjusted and reduced from what we currently see, but that doesn't mean that we're any less powerful. Another quality of life improvement is the ammo meter that's now present on your heads-up display. This now represents how quickly you can expect to see heavy and special ammo drop, and that's going to be impacted by how much focus you've put towards your weapon stat. There will be a new portal system in Edge of Fate, and this will allow players to replay various activities that we've seen in previous seasons and expansions, and it seems that this will be a prime activity for players to participate in, as higher activity scores will provide you with higher tiered gear and larger XP gains. And for the first time since Destiny 1, the Crucible will become a reliable option for power progression, giving you much more freedom in the way that you play Destiny. And with that, we've now covered several new features that Bungie will be adding when Edge of Fate launches, which at the time of this video is just a couple of weeks away. Let us know down in the comments if you've already pre-ordered, or if you're going to be waiting to see what happens. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.